Hi there, I'm Abby, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make this fabulous dress. It's all done on an overlocker. It's really easy to do. It's one of my quick, easy projects that kids can do, adults can do. You can do the straps on the overlocker. I'll show you how to do that. And you can even hem it using the blind hem, which we've done in previous videos, but I'll show you that again in this video. So we can start with the two straps first. I'm going to show you how I do the straps. So I need a long string. Doesn't matter if it's not as long as my strap. Just bring it round to the front there. Fold it into the strap that we're going to turn over. Flip that over. And I'm going to keep this strap level with the edge of the foot. So the first part's always a little bit tricky. Let's put the foot up, pull on that loop and bring that down. So I'm encasing this chain, that extra long chain that I've created, into my strap. And then just make sure I'm pulling. Can you see what's happening here? I'm pulling that through. So just pull my chain through and keep carrying on sewing, making sure the chain is away from the edge of the foot. Don't cut off the wrong chain. And then we're going to pull that through. So pull on the chain, and to help ease it through, I'm going to help tuck that in the top there. And then if you pull, just pull, so you'll start seeing it come through the other end. And there we are, we've put the strap through, so we can actually pull on the fabric, but again, don't pull too hard. You don't want to hyper stretch your knit. And there we go, there's our strap. Really easy, really nice. Make the other strap. So we've got our two squares and our two skirts. You can see I've not cut this out well, so I will neaten it off on the machine. So we do good sides together. Let's move that piece across over there, and we flip that one. Whoops. Flip that one over there. And we're going to put good sides together, and we're going to stitch this end to this end. Make sure that the pins don't get caught in the overlocker. So I like to pin further away over there. Like that. I'm going to pin the other end. Make sure they match. Now, make sure you've got your differential feed correct, because when this comes out, it needs to remain as a straight, not wavy, not puckered. So make sure you've done that correctly. Let's do the same with the other piece. Cut that thread away. Okay, so we now have our front and our back. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the straps to our dress. So now we have to decide which side is going to be the front and which one's going to be the back. Flip this round so it's easy for me to do. So this is my front, and I'm going to bring it in 3 inches. 3 inches is, let's have a look in centimetres, 8 centimetres. So let's do it in centimetres. We're going to mark this at 8 centimetres. We'll do the same on the other side. So 8 centimetres. And it will vary child to child, adult to adult. You place it where you want, but this is just for me to stick with as standard. Keep the seam on the inside. So fold this over 2 centimetres. And just put a few pins in. Now you measure this when you do this, and do the same on the back as well. You need to make sure that these are correct on both sides. Now when we're doing a blind hem on an overlocker, just like you do on a sewing machine, you flip this over this way. Okay, so flip that over, and then what you need to do is reposition the pins. Take that pin out. Reposition the pin so that I have a little bit of the edge showing there. So just make sure my strap underneath is straight. Make sure I've got the strap, and then I'm going to remove the pin from the strap so we don't have any accidents. Okay, so carry on with that. I'm going to add another pin there. Just remove that pin from there and just replace it on the back here. Just have a peep of fabric poking out. Move that over. So just there as well. Just take that pin out and place it this way. Have a bit of fabric peeping out. Take the pin out and place it this way. Okay, if you struggle with that, just go back, rewind and redo that. Let's do the blind hem. Just make sure our straps are level and they are sitting straight. Tuck this into the machine. Now I'm going to bring you in closer so you can see what I've done. You hear it crunch a bit louder as it goes over thick fabric, layers of fabric. And there we go. And that's our blind hem. Right, so let's just check that. There we go. So that's the blind hem done. So that's what it looks like. And when we pull the straps over, it's going to sit like that. You will need to press that. Let's get rid of our extra chain there and the chain there. Okay, so give that a press, and let's repeat for the other side. Find your mark, lay it on. Now, good side. Fold over the fabric 2 centimetres. And pin. Just make sure it's nice and level all the way across. And all we're going to do is flip it over, fold over like that. There. Flip that pin over. So, take the pin out of the strap and redo on this side. And let's go. And then we're going to just pin those at the top there. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced, what you would have done is sew the side edges first, and then in one swoop done this hem on the top. I think it might be a bit tricky that way. I'm going to pull those two serge lines downward there, and they've matched up, so that's a good sign. What I'm going to do is just go along this side here, just make sure we've got this side done, and then we'll do the same on the other side. Move the pin. Make sure our seams match. Now, the neat way to finish the overlocker, let me show you. So what you do is you go through the stitches, the loops, thread these through the eye of the needle, get them all through, and then pull the needle back through your loops like that, and that just neatens the edge so you've not got dangling threads. So go through the loops of your serging, make sure you go catch as many as you possibly can, then grab these ends, twist and turn, feed it through the eye of the needle. Oops, do that again. Feed it through the eye of the needle. Okay, we've got that, and then pull it through. And there we go. And that's the neatest way to finish your overlocking. So just buy yourself a long tapestry, but there's a mismatch there. And you can, if you want to, just trim that. It's not an issue to just trim it and just round it up a little bit. No one's going to notice, so don't panic, don't worry about it. Just match it up. If anything, they'll notice how beautifully even it is. Secrets of the trade. There we go. Match that up, and that's looking good. We're going to fold it over 2 centimetres and then just fold it back that way. So fold it over, so 2 centimetres, fold it up back that way. Now you might not want to do that, you might want to just overlock the end and just hand stitch it, which is fine, or you can use a twin needle on your sewing machine. Right, so there we go. There's the dress made on the overlocker. So you have the option of hemming that by hand or by twin needle on the sewing machine if you don't want to do it on the overlocker. You can finish it with just a serged edge, which sometimes looks just as good like that. But use a little bit of steam. Make sure that the overlocker is facing upwards. When you